We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Zoe, it's okay. It's scary. He's feeding the emus. I don't know what you're so upset about. Let's see if we can pull this back a little. I'm trying to get it out of the sun. This is why I can't go through the window. Let me get in the house because I'm in the middle of doing hummingbird food. I want you to hear the hummingbirds though. Okay, let's see if this works. Uh-oh, I don't want hummingbirds in the window. Let me close the window. I don't want hummingbirds in the house. Oh, wrong way. I've got to control on my camera. It's not the best. And I don't have anything right now to see comments. I've got to finish the hummingbirds. Let me just quickly say hello. I have to hold my mic. That'll be a story in itself. Let me see if I can find my tablet so I can say hello because my phone is out the window. It's been a long day, even though it's just the two of us. Been working in the garden. Let me see something. Give me a minute. Gary, can you answer questions? You at your tablet. Oh no, it's next door. It's on the charger already? Okay, I'm trying to see if I can read comments. And then I've got to go finish the hummingbirds. The sun just came out. It was nicer when there was no sun. Oh, I can give you this one. Here, take mine. No. Take mine. Let me. What? No, I have a second one. I can use the other one. I'm going to let you do this because I've got to go finish the hummingbirds. I just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We just been texting all our friends this morning. It's been a quiet day. I wonder how many of you guys had a quiet day. Give me a minute. Enjoy the hummingbirds. I hope you can see them. Let's see. And then you can, oh my goodness, hold on. What's going on? Okay, here, I'm going to give you this. It works exactly the same as your tablet. You know what to do. Got it? Yep. And then I'm going to go do the hummingbirds and finish because I've got so much to do. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you. Oh, you got a lot to do. Mark, it's early for Mark. Here it's what? It's 3:30-ish? 3:22. Quiet day. You know what I miss? I miss when I had the kids home and Santa Claus in the morning, all the package. That's what I miss the most. But Zoe had Christmas presents this morning. Here, this is the mic. Let me go finish the hummingbird.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, I haven't got a lot to say, I guess. Yeah, we've got a turkey in our oven, and it should be ready pretty soon. That's that's going to be the main thing for dinner.
Boy, is that sun bright. Cloudy all day, and now you get sunny. Okay, so today for Christmas. Didn't you? You had so much fun. Two of them. Yes, and then you put them on your purple blanket.
No, she didn't make any Christmas cookies. Red base.
Sorry. Problem is, all our feeders are like they're spaced out. I don't have everything. They've got them on top of each other. White one. Then I saw a female root. Somebody had white babies. It looks so pretty.
Yeah, Barbara, it's 75 degrees right now.
Yes?
Yes. Yeah, Sylvia, we had family over Saturday and they brought tamales. Going by my phone, it is. Hang on. No, it's not 75. You're right. Yeah, 63. Yeah, it's 63, not 75.
But I think it was 75 earlier.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't 75 today?
I was reading my battery.
Oh, I thought maybe you're reading Australian.
Mark's artichokes are 4 foot high now.
Yeah, but he's got summer all year forever.
Oh, yeah, he's got good weather. My new ones are about 18 inches tall.
Really good weather. Then everything like here is so expensive. You know what? Sit there. Not comfortable there. Okay, that's right. Just sit there because there's only one mic. Where's the mic? Oh, you put it there. Oh gosh, mic. So I've been having nothing but problems with mics, and this is not a happy time for me. I can't wear a mic. So I don't know what's going to be. So I can't mic myself anymore. I'm going to say hello. 53 in Alabama. Yeah, it's 63 here. Zoe, you're going to knock everything over. When you want to be in the action. She says, look it, I want to be in the action. So I've been going through all my mics, and I bought a wired one, which I haven't even opened the package yet. And then I decided to wire up Gary. So I mic'd him, and the mics are working. I can't wear a mic. I'm electrifying. This is not making me happy. So I can't put a mic on my hat. I can't put it on my shirt. I got it right now on a straw. And I got to be careful not to slide my finger up and down the straw right now, or you hear an echo or weird noises. So I'm going to have to make something. Though I have a Rode mic fake one that I can put on, the mic I'm using won't work. Har, Ellie Mae, Red Base, Debbie Keller, Linda Hines, Rhonda, I don't know about the last name, Brent, Bresnehan. Merry Christmas from Texas. Hello. Shannon Tucker, Sherry Parr. I didn't skip you, Red Base. No. Mark Oliver, of course. I said hello. Sunshine Country Chickens. Merry Christmas to everyone. Linda Hines. That reminds me, I need to go fix my hummingbird feeders. Julie R. Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Well, Merry Christmas. That's what's been going on today. Everybody's texting. It's so quiet. It bothers me when it's quiet. Gary doesn't mind. You went hiking and stuff Christmas. Tell them what you did at Christmas.
No, if I could, I'd go camping.
He went camping Christmas. He used to leave. I had a quick and peaceful day. Well, that's good. I worked in the garden. I've been moving soil. I replanted some hummingbirds lunch that broke. So I don't know how well it will propagate in the cold, but I propagated some of those. I put out a new feeder. I'm trying to think if it was in that little short I made this morning with a pine cone, and I don't make it like anybody else, and it's working really good. So if you feed your hummingbirds with pine cones, let me know, because I have a new way of doing it. And I did use a pine cone, though you could use probably other stuff too, and they love it. But remember, our birds are ground birds and perching birds. They're not birds that go up sides of trees. They're not accustomed to having snow on the ground where they got to feed different ways. So when you hang something, sometimes they look at it like, what the heck are you putting out? But they got used to it in a matter of hours. Let's see. Anita Jaggy, hello. I don't want to miss anybody, but I know I will. Terry Sybil, Merry Christmas to all from the West Coast, British Columbia. It's so beautiful there. Oh, it's been stormy here. Well, it's normally so beautiful. It's beautiful no matter what. It's really pretty there. I have been to British Columbia once, many, many years ago. Where did I go? It's called the Crystal
Gardens.
Crystal Gardens. Is that what it's called? I've got a coffee cup from there. So pretty. That was so long ago. Mark had taquitos.
Taquitos.
Taquitos. He probably had the other one too. Sherry. Let's see. Any info on the greenhouse that can survive high winds? Any info on a greenhouse? Yeah.
I'm not.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. I'm not familiar with greenhouse like construction yet.
Well, maybe somebody else does. It would have to be really anchored, and it would have to be constructed where the wind would hit it and go around it. So no, we have winds, but we don't have high winds. Oregon coast, high winds. I'm sure there is things that you can do. And I bet you can do research. I know a dog kennel would work, but then it would blow right through, so you'd have to cover it. It depends on what you needed with the greenhouse. If it had to be completely covered, like with plastic, then no, I don't know how that would work. If you could get away with just putting tulle on it, then the wind will blow through it, not knock it over. So I don't know. You'd have to really research that. Red base sounds yummy. Yes. Gary said he wanted Gary loves turkey. I'm not big on turkey, but he wanted a turkey, so I ordered it from Walmart. And what did they deliver to the house yesterday? Almost 24 pounds. And it was thawed. And I had a little turkey I had bought just for the two of us, and I thought I would just do the little turkey. But then that one showed up, and I said, well, the little turkey you just took out is still somewhat frozen. So I guess we're having a 24. It's 23 point, I don't remember, 23 and a half pounds. So anyways, what we could do is we're making it, should be done pretty soon. And then he can freeze big chunks of it. And then I can just put it in the roasting pan with vegetables from the garden and take it out of the freezer and do all kinds of stuff. So it's all right. It's just so big. Linda Hines, we had baked turkey and all the trimmings. Great. Oh, par. Ooh, shrimp and fries. That sounds good. That's one of my favorite. I love shrimp. Oh my goodness. Mark Oliver, I'm cheating. I have a box in the garden area that I filled with leaves and etc. Put a bag of compost in and just added food scraps and etc. as I move along. That's it. That's what you do. That's what I'm doing. Sounds wonderful. I didn't know. Okay, yeah, you answered red base already, didn't you? I didn't make any Christmas cookies. So I was going to make a banana cake, and I probably will later on anyways. I made Christmas cookies, but that was Saturday for the party. Well,
Yeah.
everybody brought stuff, and then I said, well, we're gluten-free. Is there anything we can eat? And they informed me, no. What in the world's flying in front of my camera? I don't know what that was. Looks like a bee. But anyways, they said they forgot. So I went and made cookies right at that moment. And my granddaughter says, you just made cookies? I said, yep. Let's see. Sylvia Cuss. Feliz Navidad. I celebrated with family last night. And we had, what is that? Tamales? Pozzoli.
Right.
We had tamales.
We had tamales,
Yeah, Saturday. Barbara Samar, hello from Tennessee. Hope you all had a great Christmas. You look warm. We've been warm. It was cold last night. I don't know what cold is to everybody, but it did cool down last night. And then they said it was going to be cloudy today, but it was sunny this morning. Then it got really cloudy, and I thought I would turn the camera on. And then the sun came out. And this window just gets full sun. It's south facing. And it's so south facing that right now, with the sun so low in the sky, it's really hard to do anything out that window. Once it goes up in the next month or two, it won't be so low. Then I can put the camera out there more, but it just glares on it. Right now, it doesn't look too bad. No, it doesn't. I didn't even decorate the window as much as I usually do for Christmas. I had everything. I pulled everything out. And I have no idea where all the time went. Oh, Grace in the garden. She made fudge and took it to a couple of the elderly people in the neighborhood. Then spent time with my nephew. Why, we're elderly. You could have brought it to us, Grace. I would have eaten it. Okay, I remember you already talked to Mark. Ellie Mae, 1984, 53 in Alabama. Mark is 75. Let's see. And Barbara Samar, why can't You wear a mic, Barb. Hi, Jackie Randall. Hello. I don't know. I am even afraid to ask my doctor. No, I have no pacemaker. As far as I know, was never abducted by aliens that put any implant in. And I have nothing in me. I don't know. I just know that when Robert Cooney? I just know. Hello, Robert. I just know that I finally figured out that something is causing me to give off electricity. So when I wear the mic, stop digging. They're going to think I'm doing that to the mic. Zoe's digging next to me. If I wear the mic, it crackles. And so I experimented the other day and I put it on a stick. And if I keep it away from me about, what would you say? Is this 5 inches?
Yep.
At least 5 inches. I hope it sounds okay. Let me know if it sounds okay. Then I'm okay. But the moment I get it too close to me, many times it crackles. Now, I know that if I am upset and I'm working on the computer, that my speakers will crackle, but I haven't been upset that I know of about anything. So I don't know what's going on. So I've just decided that right now I'm going to have to keep a mic away from me until I figure out that whatever is going on, maybe it won't be that big of a deal. But I did look it up on Google, and they did say they have actors that have this issue, and they have to set up the mics differently with them. So I'm not the only one. Mark Oliver, I ruined my turkey on Thanksgiving. First time ever. I cooked it for 7 hours. Uh-oh. Is our turkey done?
It's getting close.
It's getting close, our turkey. I bet you it was still edible, though. Let's see. We've had some flowers already. Some came fast, but not the normal size. That's Mark Oliver. Let's see. Par is upset about the turkey. I'm sure he could still do that. How about turkey jerky? SMH, no hummingbirds here in northern West Virginia. Probably not till middle of spring, maybe. Let's see. I said hello to Robert Cooney, Dolly 408. Merry Christmas. ETOILE 2423. I made chicken and dumplings. That sounds good. It has been a rainy day in South Louisiana. We had rain, yeah. Well, we didn't have rain. We had a drizzle and a mist. Was that yesterday? It was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
It was so thick. And I was standing under the pine tree. I should have done a video on that. And then when it wasn't raining, it was raining under the pine tree. And the pine trees, those big ones out front, were catching the damp air, the moisture. It was so wet. And that's when it wasn't drizzling or anything then, but it was just raining. So all the water would collect on the needles. Think about a pine tree. And then they were coming down the needles and just raining. It was really unusual to see. And it was loud too because it was raining. Oh, Robert Cooney, I'm recovering. You've had a lot of issues. I think this year has been tough for you. So I'm glad you're recovering. I'm hoping 4 heart attacks and 3 strokes, and you're still alive. Well, that means you have important things to do. So take care of yourself and just do, you should be okay. Watch YouTube, watch happy things, watch nice people on YouTube. And then, and TV shows. I watch a lot of Hallmark. That brings my blood pressure down, depending on the movie. Curious Lass, Merry Christmas. Oh, I think I got through everybody. So please take care. Robert Cooney, I will pray for you. Par's praying for you. So are we. And you sound like you're doing okay. Let's see, Mark Oliver, I got a gallon of juice from the drippings. Oh, okay. As soon as I opened the oven, I knew you knew it was done at that point. Maybe you forgot to add water to it. Some turkeys nowadays from the grocery stores are injected with 5 to 8% water. If they forget to inject it and you don't add water, oh my goodness, it dries. I forgot to add water, but I went back in the beginning. It smelled good. So what else is going on? Yes, please take care, Robert. You're only looking at 4. See, the birds now, when it's sunny, there's not that many birds. And then they come in the morning, it's packed. They empty all the feeders. They're probably on the other window. I should go look. And then as the sun is going down, the sun won't go down for another hour. That's when they come in heavily. I don't see the white one right now. He was there this morning. He's got the white face. He's going to have a throat, it looks like, that's going to be black and white. And then this morning, there was another Rufus that I saw. It's the one I took a photo of and put in other videos. She's got white on top of the face, and it's pure white on the face and then white underneath. And that's a female. So somebody's throwing pies with a lot of white. And then I've seen other photos showing up in Southern California. So people are finding them and seeing them. Oh, I brine my turkey with a little apple juice. That's part. Okay. That's about it. We're not going to stay on too long. You're going to check the turkey. Gary's going to go check the turkey. We're not going to stay on too long because I'm sure you guys are all busy, even if it's kicking back and not doing much. A lot of people are doing different things. My neighbor called me. She went to her mother's. They made tamales and different things. So they're gone. And oh, I gotta call my other neighbor. You just made me think about that. The one, another one that's got llamas and stuff. I gotta call her and wish her. She never reads texts. Wish her Merry Christmas. What do you want, Zoe? Who am I talking to? Zoe's looking at me. I'm gonna have to check the hummingbirds in a minute. The other wall, to see if those feeders are going low. Oh my goodness, where? Oh, Colleen Gezzy, did I have that right? Is wishing Zoe a Merry Christmas. Aw. I started to say something. I already forgot what I was saying. Oh my goodness. What I was saying is where did the year go? Oh my goodness. Zoe was so excited. Whether she knew it was Christmas or not, I don't know, but it was something wrapped up and she got to tear it open and then she found the 2 toys inside and they were pickles. They were little tiny Clausen pickles. Not real, of course, stuffed toys, and they crinkle. They have some sort of plastic inside, like a plastic bag that makes noise. However, they sew them up. It was from Dollar Tree. And when I saw it the other day, I had to grab it. And there was the only one they had left because pickles mean a lot to me. Pickles is, bless my dad's heart. I grew up and I lived on pickles and sauerkraut because my dad worked for a pickle company since the day I was born. And then when my uncle sold the company, wow, back in the 80s, my dad worked for Velasics. So he was working at Velasics, and then Clausen's was the rival. I used to buy Clausen's. I like Clausen's. But I saw the pickles and it made me think of my dad. Let me see what's going on, what you're writing. So it just brings back good memories. My dad the other day told my mom he needed a gallon jar. He wanted to make pickles. He kind of had a flashback. And then he wanted to make sauerkraut too. My mother asked me about that. And I said, the problem is I've tried. I need to get really a lot of cabbage growing this year. I did purple. I've made sauerkraut out of purple. It's edible, but it just doesn't look that good because it goes gray. But if you don't get an organic, and it's got to be a true organic cabbage, a lot of times you can't make the sauerkraut out of it. If it's been irradiated or treated with any type of chemical to keep it from getting any enzymes on it, so it will have a long shelf life, what will happen is it will just rot. It won't work. It will not work. So when you buy an organic one, it's got to be a true organic one. And that's really, really tough sometimes to get because organic sometimes doesn't mean what we all think it does. Sometimes it's not the product itself, but it's the farm. So if they've got 51% organic, then they can deem themselves organic. That's why sometimes you don't know. Dolly, my mom worked at Velasics in California. Okay, both of you are sitting on my lap, and now you're trying to knock my tablet over. Wow. San Martin. No, my dad worked at the one would that have been Los Angeles? I guess it would have been Los Angeles. So that's a different one. Vlasic Pickles. I've been there. Gary and I went there when he started working there, and well, I guess he had already been working there for a while because Gary showed up in the 90s and he started working there late 80s, I believe it was. Northern California. Okay, Dolly. Yeah, this was Southern California. And then later on, I think it changed hands. It went from Durkee's and then it went to Campbell's. So it kind of did change around. And then eventually they made him retire. He didn't want to retire. Obviously, he still doesn't want to retire. Let's see. I'm sitting here. Oh, Par, I'm sitting here making my list of plants I'm going to plant this spring. As usual, my list is for a couple of acres, but I'm only on a quarter of an acre. Let's see, I didn't like the stork. He has a big mouth. I don't know. You guys are talking about yourself, so that's good. I don't want to grow anything I don't like this year. I want to grow more or very little. I'm thinking of okra. I didn't grow okra last year. I don't like okra. And then I asked Gary today, do you like okra? And he said, no. So that's not getting me anywhere. I thought I would grow maybe one. I need to concentrate on stuff I really want to grow. That's a big thing because 2 years ago, I did what I called like the tomato project and I was growing rosy finch. Okay, that was a waste. So I'm not going to do that again. There's these miniature, really small tomato plants, probably good if you live in an apartment or you have a patio, but they don't grow that good. I mean, they grow, but I get far more out of cherry tomatoes that you can grow anywhere than I did with that. So my whole project was okay, but it was like, no. Then last year, or this year, I decided to really get into what they call as the travelers or Voyager, because you can break it apart. It looks like a cluster of grapes. You know, you're not gonna get as much as you think. So that turned out to be a waste. And the reason that was a waste, because I grew a whole bunch of seeds. So I had like 10, 15 plants and I stuck them in one container, then I stuck them in, they're still growing, to find out that they don't grow as good, number one. Number two, where I saw them was on Gardener's World in England. If they grow in England and it's that cold, guess what it means? It's not going to grow that good here. So it didn't like the hot summer. Then when we started to cool down, it started to grow. So I'm going to, is it done?
Yep.
Oh, the turkey's done. We're going to go. The turkey's resting. So I decided that I'm not going to do that because I lost a lot of tomatoes doing it that way. Mount Olive for me. Mount Olive for me. Pickles. That must be a type of pickle. Mount Olive. Okay, so Par's growing. How do you say that? Shishuto? The peppers? They were prolific. Shishuto. Oh, I'm reading Par. Peppers. I want to grow more cabbage. Shishito, and peppers I've got all over the place. I'm very happy with my peppers. I can't even tell you, a lot of them are hybrids. They're doing great. We had peppers. I made ground beef last night with peppers from the garden. I have bell peppers growing too. You guys never see that. And it was really good. And then I took a young fig leaf gourd because I'm desperate, even though I do have some zucchini left in the freezer. And it was wonderful. So now I'm not so much against fig leaf gourd. It's got to be picked young, small, but not tiny. But the biggest thing is young, and it peels beautiful. And I chopped it up, put it in the ground beef, and you don't even know it's there. Oh, Curious Lass, thank you. So I was getting ready to pull out all my fig leaf gourd. So I'm going to leave the fig leaf gourd because I got that yesterday. I think I pulled it. I picked it either yesterday. Oh, I picked it the day before. And I cut it in half and there were no seeds. And I thought, oh, this is going to work really good. So I put it in the fridge and I thawed some ground beef, grass-fed beef, and it was great. I'm so happy with it. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to keep with the fig leaf gourd. Definitely going to do zucchini. I don't know if I'll do any other squash. Hopefully Gary will do other squash. And I'm going to do tomatoes. I've got eggplant already growing, still growing. Go figure. I got tons of lettuce. We had a big salad yesterday. Robbie Thomas. Okay. You. Okay, so your last name is Thomas. All right. So now I know who you are. You kind of freaked me out the other day. I just shouldn't say that, but you did. And this is good. So hello, Robbie Thomas. Are you a he or she? I'm assuming a she. Let's see, Mark Oliver, maybe practice cooking a few more turkeys throughout the year. Red base is telling Mark that. You made, I don't remember the exact comment, but you said something that my ex, not ex, that's not right. My best friend used to say, and it kind of like temporarily gave me a quick, I am a she. Okay. No, 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 no. You didn't say anything wrong. You made a comment that was so sweet and so nice, and I had to read it like 10 times, and it was like, "My god, this sounds like my girlfriend Robbie." She passed away a few years ago, and I'm still having a hard, we were best friends for like 40 something years, and it just freaked me out. I thought, trying to contact me. It was so bizarre because you sounded just like her the way you typed, and she was a funny girl and the sweetest thing ever. And she was a Robbie and I was a Robbie, and I met her over, like I said, it was over 40 years ago. And I'm always a crazy busy person, and when she came over for something, and she said to me, "We're gonna be best friends." And I thought, "I don't even know this girl, and I'm busy." I am always busy around the clock. And she kept calling me, and I said, "I'm crazy busy." She says, "Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna be best friends. You and I are completely alike." Yeah, most Robbies do spell it with a Y mark. You're right. And she was right. We became best friends. We used to go camping. We did everything. And I miss her dearly. She got very sick. I don't want to do this on Christmas. And she never told anybody she was sick. Nobody. It she didn't talk about it. Her mother didn't even know. She was talking to me a few years ago, Christmas and New Year's, and didn't even tell me she was in the hospital. That's the way. So it was really, really hard on me. And it was hard on her sister and her mother and everybody. I think the only one that knew was her husband, but I don't want to get into that because he was out an alcoholic and he probably didn't even know. So, anyways, that's why it freaked me out, because you just sounded like her. And she's the sweetest. Everybody loved her. Everybody. And when I had to go on her Facebook and make the announcement, everybody thought it was me that had died, not her. When they found out it was her, they all went into shock. See, but I thought I was your Robert thought I was your best friend. Well, maybe now. No, we were very close. She was my go-to, and we both had the same interests. It was really, really strange. Same name, same interests. There was so many things that were in common. Anyways, let's get on to a better topic. Not that it's a bad topic. I just miss her. So, see, so what else is new? You have anything to say? I can give you the mic. I have to hold the mic now away from me. So that's it. So we're going to go eat in a few minutes. Robert. Oh my goodness. Isn't it pretty out there? Now, if I went out there and stood there for a minute, it's really funny. All the birds leave and then they come back in bigger numbers. Sometimes I'll go out there, there's nobody there, and it's like, what's going on? And there could be a hawk or something around. They don't want to be there. And then when I go out there, all of a sudden they all start coming in. I see not the house, but the property across the hill. They put their tarps up. They're waiting for rain. What else am I serving with the turkey? I have carrots that are cooking, and I have no idea. That's the way I might make some rolls. I buy these cheese rolls, they call them cheese rolls, from Aldi's, but there's no cheese in them. And I don't make them the way the instructions are. I don't make anything from Aldi's the way the instructions are, and they come out so good. So I'm not sure yet. whatever I do, I end up doing it really fast. I just had a big green drink, so that's why I'm not starving. I made that late last night with pomegranates and everything from the garden. It's just so odd to have a big turkey for just the two of us. My grandson is sick, so there was no use in anybody else coming over. My daughter is got some issues, so she doesn't feel that good either. So there was nobody coming over. My mother won't let anybody come over, so I can't go see her. She doesn't want me in the house. So because she's afraid of everybody getting sick, though Gary and I are not sick, she has a fear. And when you're in your 90s, though I'm supposed to say she's in her 70s, so you didn't hear that from me. She just has a big fear on that. So she won't go outside. It's difficult, but we're gonna. She said we can come over in another month or two when the flu season's not here. I don't get a flu shot, so but I keep drinking green drinks. So, and I haven't really been that many places. I did go to the store a couple times. I went to Dollar Tree. I want to do more thrift stores this year. And my grandson is willing to be my camera guy. So I might try that. Gary said that he's got way too many things to do and he's not real big on thrift stores anymore. Though he will go with me if I can't get anybody. And if I can't get anybody, I'll do it myself. So I'll figure it out. There's a few places I want to go to there. I found some more Salvation Armies, so I want to go check that out. And I want to check out different nurseries. I definitely want to get more plants this year, but I want to get more of the Kufia type plants. Do you remember the names of them? There's one that looks like a bat. You don't know the names of them. I want to get all those because I know how well they propagate. Robbie, I live in an apartment, moved here about a year ago, and I like your way of gardening and hope the manager will allow me at least 2 totes on chairs in a space close to the front door area. We'll talk to them. You know, I mentioned it in the video I put up the other day. My daughter sent me the text, but I had already seen it. Walmart, and they do this around this time of the year, has put the gray totes on sale, and I think it's like $44 for 8 totes. And keep an eye out, and this is free shipping. Keep an eye out because I've seen them actually drop lower. Now, I'm allowed to tag certain things. This was a new thing that YouTube started early last year, I think, early this year. But I can't tag the ones that are on sale. So I tagged whatever I tagged, you'll see the little picture of the totes. You can touch it. And then you always scroll down underneath, and it is there because I've tested it on my tablet and computer. You scroll down and see what else they've got. You don't have to look at the thing that I tagged. But when you scroll down, you'll see the different prices. And even those, what do you call it? The power banks. I have already bought about 3 the day I posted the video. I bought 2 more yesterday, and I'm really thinking if I want to get any more, they're $11 for a 20,000 unit. And I've got one in the garden that's been running for 4 days, morning and night. And then I've got one somewhere else running. I just love those units. So if you need a power bank, remember, you can charge your phone if you lose power in the winter. You can get a really little light that's a USB light. They have like no wattage. You can plug those into it. If you ever lost power at night and you needed a light, they're great for everything, just everything. I'm going to test it on a few other things to see if I can run it. See, Nelson Mitchell the third. My son cooked a brisket. Oh, on a smoker for 8 hours, came out tender and juicy. It was good. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Sherry, let's see. The field trips. Fun to see the goodies. Thanks for taking us along. See, I didn't do a lot of those because I thought, well, do you really want to see stuff that you're not buying? I mean, I do like that. I watch things like that. So I'll go ahead and do more of that. And as long as they let me turn on the camera, I can do more of that. But that's why there's a couple places I want to go to. There's another one. It's like an antique thing. I haven't been there in, oh my gosh, 4 or 5 years. And I want to go and check that out. But it's like 3 stories tall. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do that myself unless I take my grandson, who right now is sick with a sinus infection and was at urgent care again this morning. So we're going to wait till he feels better. Okay, you like the window shop. So what kind of stores? Thrift stores? We don't have 99-cent stores anymore. We have Dollar Trees. I see a feeder I may have to fill soon. I gotta figure out the store. We've done Harbor Freight once. I'll have to think of different things and get creative and see what's going. It's so I don't see those clouds moving. Look, Gary, the clouds aren't moving. It looks fake. It looks like a green screen. I'm trying to see if they're moving at all. They're just stagnant. Look at that. Well, nothing's moving. The plants aren't moving. All you see is the air bubbles, the bubbles from the feeders. It is a relaxing view, and it is beautiful.
Breeze.
Yeah, there is no. It just not. There's no breeze and nothing's moving, which is. Oh, there I see the plant moving a little tiny bit. It's just the clouds aren't moving. Sometimes they move, and they're so odd the way they move. And when it's cloudy in the morning, the canyon can be just covered in clouds. You can't see anything. Well, very slow to the right and back. Yeah, nothing's moving. We've had really no rain. I don't even think they count the rain that we had yesterday because it would be non-measurable. But I'm pretty much getting ready for gardening, which is great. I've got all the totes on the wall done except for one, which means I've been loading them up. Now, I shouldn't tell you what I'm going to do. I should do a video. I'm loading up flower pots. A neighbor gave Gary a bunch of flower pots when it was landscaping pots. And I pulled those out today. And I'm just cleaning up the bird garden. I'm stuffing them with leaves, and then I'm topping it with soil that's coming out of my trough because I need to get that trough moved. And then there's another container in there. And then I think I might do cabbage in those, which will be a unique way of doing it because I'm going to have to wrap the cabbage really good so I don't get white fly or the cabbage moth laying eggs on there. I just got to be careful on what is in the soil when I wrap it with Tulle. If it's some roly-polies, I'm not going to worry too much, but the roly-polies can eat some things. But I'm going to start my cabbage now. I pulled out the seeds last night. And why I'm starting it now is because I have a purple cabbage in the front window with all my houseplants. And I have another purple cabbage sitting in my kitchen on a table. And that was planted and growing since like February. And if it can still be sitting there, though it probably can't grow because it's probably stunted, then I don't see any reason why I can't start them now and come in the next few months, move it out. Window shopping, I like what I can afford to do until I pass a Baskin Robbins. Well, we haven't gone to a Baskin Robbins in a while. I know. The last time you went, you bought a bunch of hot fudge sundaes. You bought 4 of them. I think you bought 4. A friend of ours got sick. Somebody we know got very sick. Did he have COVID at the time? And he was threatening, no, to leave his house. He was climbing the walls, I guess. And we found out he wanted a hot fudge sundae. So Gary said, I'm going to go get you a hot fudge sundae. So Gary went and got a hot fudge sundae. I asked if his wife, she's a friend of mine, do you want something? Oh, no, I don't want you to bother. So Gary ran down late, bought the hot fudge sundae, and you drove it to him. And you brought me home one and you one too. And he was so excited. He said it was the best thing he had. Even though he had COVID and he wasn't that sick, he had to wait until he felt better. So Gary brought him. That was the last time. That would have been 3 years? 3 years ago. So we haven't been to Baskin Robbins since you bought him a hot fudge sundae. Wow. My friend suffers from that too. Par. Have you tried the lights for that? Is this the
Seasonal. Yeah.
seasonal
anxiety disorder, sad, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't been dark though. It just gets dark early, but I think Christmas to me brings me down a little bit, only because like it's quiet. Anissa was living here for 2.5 years and she's not here, so it's quiet. We saw everybody on Saturday, but they came so late, ate and then left. But it was still nice. It was very nice. My sister is home, but she just came back from Europe, so she didn't want to go anywhere. And that's what Gary and I need to do. We need to take a cruise. He threatens he would jump ship. I don't think he would. I've taken one cruise, and I think he could do good. Of course, who's going to take care of the animals? That's the problem. Oh, so Par goes through her seeds because where's Par live again? You remember?
Carolina.
Par, where do you live again? What state? So you're really dark right now? Mark, my girlfriend is stealing lettuce out of my garden right now. Ohio. She's in Ohio. So it's wet or damp, dark, and cold.
Ohio. Red Base is in Virginia.
Red Base is in Virginia.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking.
Okay. See, my thing this time of the year is Hallmark movies. And now that I've got the Friendly app, it's so weird. I can record the ones I really like, which I do watch once in a while. But I like watching them live because I know it's live. I don't know. But then when there's really nothing I want to see, then I go back and watch the ones I recorded. So and I like the Christmas movies. To me, I don't know. There's just something about the Christmas movies. Hallmark is good. What's the other one? Great American Family's okay. And then we watched Lifetime last night with Kelsey Grammer. That was an odd one, though it ended okay. He had that 12 Days of Christmas or 12 Nights of Christmas or Christmas Eve. That was different. I watch a little bit of Lifetime. Usually it's somebody's trapped and locked in someone's closet or kidnapped by the babysitter or I don't know, it's usually different movies, not my thing. Robert Clooney says his model trains help him. Well, that's good. The model trains are cool. I had model trains, but that was, oh my God, I must have been 18. I had a setup. It didn't last long, but I did have a setup. Oh, Curious Lass, I'm watching a Hallmark movie right now. I'll be watching a Hallmark movie when we go to eat. I just turn on Hallmark. My mother said she's not into it. She watches very few. I think everybody's got different movies you like. I was watching old movies and then found out the really old movies on the Turner channel. Most of them are not really that happy. So I went back to Hallmark. The Par, if I was younger, I would ask you to marry me. Oh my goodness. Side. If I'm Phoenix. Did you live in Phoenix for a while? No, Flagstaff, but not Phoenix. You stayed in Phoenix. Okay. Who was Mickey Olsen from Phoenix?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been to Phoenix quite a few times. That was years ago. Okay, so Mickey Olsen was from Phoenix. He had the zoo there. What was the name of his zoo? Do you remember? Is the zoo still in existence? I don't know either. I don't know if the zoo is still in Phoenix, but he owned the zoo. I don't know if Beth's ever gone to the zoo, but that was years ago. I don't know how long you've been there. I remember I went to a zoo and he had a kangaroo that had a baby kangaroo in the pouch. He said to me, I only wanted a female kangaroo. I think because they're nicer. And he said, we'll wrestle it, we'll pull it out, but whatever it is, you're going to have to take it home. And I thought, no, no. So, but I remember he owned the zoo. He got a giraffe that time. I remember when he bought the giraffe. Wow. So you've been through there, but you didn't stay there when you came from Australia.
No, I stayed in Phoenix for about a week.
Let's see, Bonnie Deaton. I believe they have light bulbs. Yeah, you want to lighten up your house more. The Phoenix Zoo. No, he didn't own the Phoenix Zoo. I don't think his was the Phoenix Zoo.
I'm trying to think what it was. Might have been called that. I can't remember. It was
The
just,
Phoenix Zoo is owned by Mickey Olson?
it was just out of town a little bit.
I know it was in Phoenix, and I know he owned the zoo, but I don't know how many
I
zoos.
don't think there was any other one.
Okay, born and raised, 67 years. You think he was? I'd have to, it's been so many years. He just passed away a few years ago, if that, right?
I think so.
I don't
Still
know if he
going.
owned the Phoenix Zoo. I thought he had a
Going
different
back
name.
30 plus
I
years.
know. I've been there. And the zoo is still there, but I don't know if that one was the one that was opened and started by Mickey Olson.
Still here.
Yeah, but was that his zoo?
There are others. Wildlife World is.
Wildlife World. You know what? That name sounds more like it could have been his.
Yeah.
I think his is the Wildlife World, and he might have sold it, or the family may still own it. Yeah, I don't think he didn't own the Phoenix Zoo.
No.
That's probably owned by the state.
Yeah. More like Wildlife World.
Yeah, because his is an independently owned zoo. Julie Hart, Merry Christmas. I can't believe how much these birds are eating. Okay, so we've got a bird to the left sitting by itself on the feeder, which means there could be somebody guarding it. I don't know where the little white one is. Oh, he's there. He's there. He's sitting to the right and he's going back and forth. And the one that's got his neck is coming in white. He doesn't have the orange coming in. He's going to chase everybody away. Or somebody's going to chase. They're going to try it. Of course, when so many birds come in, they just can't do it. Okay, so that might be him on the top. He doesn't look white, so that may not be him. I did see a Costa that has been hanging around with the bright purple long gorgets. Oh my goodness. Then he was feisty. He was hanging around. Okay, so the Wildlife World was moved from Verde River. I'd have to look it up. Wow. Robert, you got to really take care of yourself. And 2025 is going to be, let's say, hopefully a really good year for you. Oh my goodness. ZYTX, a $10. Merry Christmas, ZYTX. Super chat. Thank you for the 10. Thank you. That's a surprise. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. It goes for hummingbird food. Oh my goodness. And somebody mentioned to me it doubled in price. No kidding. Thank you so much. The only real Wildlife World Zoo. Yeah, I'd have to look it up and see if that was owned by Mickey Olson. Okay, Par's got the dark-eyed juncos in her garden. I saw one. I got a video of and a photo of it this year, but only one. And we used to have a whole bunch, and they moved on somewhere else. Oh, this was years and years ago. Connie Davison, another wrench. Hello. I hope. Yeah, I hope you have a really good year this year. I'm thinking I've got to do things different coming 2025. Not exactly sure what, but I do want to make it a little different. For me, I want to be able to do something, which I can't seem to do. Can't go anywhere because of the animals. That's okay, but I want to set up differently. I didn't even get to my deck this year. Here, the deck is nice and cleaned up, and we had it fixed up, and there's stuff growing on it, but I never did anything with it. So there's things I'm kind of looking at that I have to do, and I have to get ready early and not wait till the last moment like I do sometimes. If you want to say something, I'll hand you. Here.
Yeah, Mickey Olson did start Wildlife World Zoo.
Okay, so that was his.
Yeah, and he passed away 2 years ago. He was 80.
Wonder what happened. I knew it wasn't that long ago when we found out. We found out him, and we found out about one from Disneyland.
Yeah, from the Wild animal.
Yeah, he opened it.
Yeah.
He opened that for Disney. They contacted him, and that was a story in itself because his son was so sick, and he couldn't believe they contacted him to open up the wildlife park for Disney in Florida, and he did all that. And then Mickey's okay, so that one is Mickey Olson. Mickey owner. Okay, yes. Beth looked it up. Really nice guy. Did you know Mickey Olson?
Yeah.
Okay, you did.
I met him. I met him a couple of times, but I met him when I went there.
Oh, you went there too?
Yeah.
You and I, Gary and I didn't go
different
together.
times. So I met him. I went there, and I'm walking around, and I met him when I went there. No, when I came here, I was backpacking, and me and my friend Wes went out to the zoo when we were in Phoenix.
Okay.
Whoa,
What?
Zytex just gifted a bunch of people.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know, it didn't show up on the other one I'm watching. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Zytex, thank you so much. Look at all the memberships out there. I have to do more for members. Go live more. They tell you, YouTube says, give them special videos. Go live for them. Don't let other people see them. And I don't like doing that, but I'll have to do something. This year I've got to start doing more. I wish I had somebody that could help me. Like so many people have people, and I have no people, just me and Zoe, and then Gary doing his own thing with us. Oh my goodness, look at all the memberships. Oh wow. Look at all the hearts. Oh my goodness. I used to deliver their mail. Oh, Beth used to bring mail to the zoo. Yeah, I could have had a kangaroo. I could have had a kangaroo. It was so funny because I'm standing there with him, and he was a friend of mine. It was like, you got to take it. And I said, but I only want a female. And he said, well, whatever we pull out, because we're not putting it back. So, and then I was going to get a deer. I wanted a deer for the yard, but he kind of talked me out of it, especially when I found out when they go through rutting season, you don't want to be in the yard with it. And he was showing me, I think, some of the fences. They had the way you had to set it up because they just run. Was it a muntjac? Muntjac? That's, I think, what he was going to give me. And after finding out it's something you don't want in the yard, I thought, no, this is just, no. Oh, Vivian told me she saw a deer the other day walking. The two of them went walking and saw a deer. So we've got deer here. Oh my goodness. Well, there's 10 of you out there. You've got memberships now from it's Zytex. And thank you again, Zytex, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Let's see, Robbie Thompson. I hadn't realized how nice to be on a live chat. Oh, it's your first one. I didn't mean, Robbie, I didn't mean to freak you out. And I don't remember what you said, but you said something that was just something that she used to say. And it was like, so she was such an uplifting person. And everything she said was just amazing and sweet and nice. And you said something and it was like, oh my gosh, you sound like her. And then I see Robbie, and then you had the initials on there. It was when it comes across, like right now it's coming across your name, Robbie Thompson, but sometimes it's the weird handle that YouTube's got on there. And so you had like B, like for Buchanan. Yeah, there was a B on there, and it was like, oh, this is really odd. No, live chat is good. We should do it more often. We're going to go eat in a few minutes. And Zytex, thank you. Yes, like Par said, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Let's see, and other people are thanking Zytex. See, Robbie and Gary, keep me alive, and I love you for. Oh. keep me alive. Well, you stay alive. You try to, I don't know what, just, I think if happy thoughts as much as you can, and we're all going to get depressed. We're all going to have good days and bad days. There's no way you wouldn't have a good day and bad day here and there, because then you wouldn't know what a good day and a bad day is. So life changes day to day. Now the clouds are moving. But, my thing is excuse me, Hallmark movies at Christmas time. And that's something I like. Now, of course, we're losing that in a week. I've got them all recorded. It's not the same. And then we've got that show coming back. I wonder if that's going to be good or if it's going to go sideways. Way home or something on the way home. I love the live chats. See, I'm enjoying this too. I'm sitting here watching the hummingbirds with you, and I'm actually watching it on the TV. And so it looks really cool. And then I look at all the stuff out there, like my dead flowers that I don't want to pull out because they're zinnias and they've got seed heads, and I want to put the seeds somewhere. And then I've got to the right, that is to the right on the bottom is geraniums. Those are amazing. They grow everywhere. You can't get rid of them. Gary's cursing them pretty much. The geraniums.
A lot of maintenance, yep.
A lot of maintenance because they grow. Well, that one to the right isn't that bad. It's a trailer, it's an ivy, and it just kind of takes off and stems, and you can just break it out. But the bushy ones, the ones that are kind of a pink color, they just grow like mad. You can't get rid of them. And they grow so fast. And that they're just good. I'm using them for filler plants now because they look so pretty and they flower almost all year. And then I want to get other stuff. The one in the middle, I think I'm trying to see if you can see all the hummingbird feeders. Yes. The one in the middle, it's not the middle. It's over to the right. It's 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. That's got a piece of hummingbird's lunch that broke off, and I just stuck it in that pot and it grew. And look how big it is. I also have 2 apple trees in there that should not be there, so I'll probably pull them out. No, I'm not going to keep them. Robbie, that bat-faced plant was beautiful. I think I showed it once, but I don't have it, and I want to get that. I'm going to see where I can find it. I don't want to ship it in. I just want to see if I can find it somewhere because I think I saw it once at Lowe's or Home Depot. I'm going to look around. And if not, maybe I'll try Armstrong. I haven't gone to an Armstrong, and we've got some out here. So I might go to an Armstrong and see what they've got in the spring, which is what, another month or 2. So I'll see what they've got. See, I'm going to go walk the dog while listening to you. Oh, Bess is going to walk the dog. Where is the dog? Speaking of dogs, where's Zoe? Oh, there she is. We're going to eat in a few minutes. I keep saying that. And then I'll have to check. If you know what, if you're going in the kitchen, see if I've got to fill the other hummingbird feeders. Because I think I may have to fill those too. I've got some in the bird garden too I put today. They still have? Okay. I think you can throw anything in a pot and it will grow. No. No. But I will tell you that the more you start growing things, the more you start doing anything, it's amazing how you struggle in the beginning to get things to do, whether it's growing or raising certain animals or working with something. You struggle and struggle. And then after a while, all of a sudden, it's like something clicks and you just go for it. And it's like, it's just automatic. Can I grow anything? No, but it takes interest. You have to be really interested and persistent. And then once you figure it out, that's when it comes. So I'm still figuring out different gardening, but I know that geraniums are really easy. I know hummingbird's lunch. When you see a plant that breaks, if you walk by plants or you touch a plant and they break easy, that's your first sign that you can propagate them normally. So I'm working on it. I've got a lot of stuff propagated and stuff I got to take care of. And look at all the bulbs I bought, and I forgot to plant them. So I'm hoping those will grow. I did plant the onions I bought from the 99-cent store, and they're growing. Let's see. Bob Clooney, 70. And Gmail. Let's see. Bonnie Deaton. Well, kind of. Let's see. Your aha moment. It's kind of an aha moment, but it's kind of like you suddenly realize you're overcompensating what you don't, and you don't need to do it. That's kind of what happens. You just suddenly, it just clicks. It just, and I can't explain it, but just suddenly, all of a sudden, you're struggling, you're trying to do this, and you're trying to do that, and how are you going to keep this alive, or how are you going to, and then all of a sudden, and it's even like it's also like programs and things you do I used to work on Adobe Photoshop a lot because I did a lot of artwork on there, and I struggled and struggled in the beginning, and I thought I'll never get it. Now I can open it up, boom, just put something together in a matter of minutes. I sat down with my granddaughter one day, and her mouth was just hanging open. And I said, "What's wrong?" She says, "I've never seen anybody do all that so fast," because you just get, it's like what they call 10,000 hours of experience. At that point, you can just do it. So I'm getting there on a lot of stuff, not everything. Let's see. Ellie Mae, I have fire ants in my garlic bed and can't seem to get rid of them. I don't have fire ants here. Not here exactly. I don't know that much about fire ants, and I don't use poison here. The only thing I can think of, I need some water, is I don't know if this will work for fire ants, but when I get ants in pots and I need to get rid of them, I take a stick, and I mean like something like the size of a pencil, and don't poke your garlic. Go all around your garlic and stick holes all over and then flood it. Just water it really good and do that a few times, because what you want to do is disrupt them. Will it work with fire ants? It's worth a try. I don't know. So see if that works. You've got to figure out where they're coming from, but they're underground fire ants. They're one of the worst to get rid of. Robbie, can I start turmeric and ginger now? In the house, but not outside. It's too cold. I just looked at my turmeric and ginger today. Not a good thing on one of them. And I found out that there's a lot of earthworms out there and it's too wet and cold. I'm going to have to start pulling them out. So I'm going to get mine out and into a container. I'm going to fill it up with probably potting mix that's coming straight out of a bag. So there's no roly-polies or earthworms or anything. Of course, there still will be some on the turmeric and ginger, but not enough to do any damage. And then I'm going to cover them up and just leave them for a few months, because you can't put them out until your nights warm up. But you can start them in the house. Just don't overwater them, and you treat them as a house plant and see how it goes. I heard that fire ants are really, really bad. So like I said, we don't have them here, but if we did, I'd be working with them. I don't know what I could do. Let's see, Robbie, right, started with purple tree color. Oh, color. Now I have 18. Once you get the tree collards, you can just go from there. You can have hundreds of them once they start. Get a fire ant cat. Yeah, you'll have to look. I haven't even looked up fire ants. Let's see, they're awful. That's what I have been doing with a stick. I know the ones here build tunnels and they get into things. So the water floods them out. They'll try to rebuild, but after about the third time, they're done. The only other thing is if you had a pot, and I know that your garlic's probably not in a pot, you can flood it. You can put it into a tub with water, completely let them sit in there to drown them. And I know a lot of these ants can live a long time underwater. Then take it out. But you've got them in the ground, it sounds like, or in a big raised bed. And then you can't do much with a big raised bed. I'm not sure. Any idea? No. I don't even know if pouring vinegar in some of the holes would stop them, and would vinegar hurt the plant? But I don't know. Mark said when one ant bites, they all bite, so they attack. Merry Christmas. Trial and error. Hello. Carly, hello. Sandra, hello. We probably should go eat. And I've got to go finish and see if the other hummingbird feeders need something. The Pink Panther stepped on an ant and said, dead ant. Let's see. Robbie, do I have to go online? Oh, Robbie, you don't want tree-colored seeds because they won't grow like a tree-colored. They'll be hybrids. You need to get cuttings. Oh, wait, she's right out here. That's right. Robbie, Go to CPG in Norwalk or call them and see if they've got them. They actually, did they have them last time we were there a few months ago?
They had them when John Cole was.
CPG gets them in, and they do have them. And maybe, what area is Robbie in? Did she say?
No.
Okay. Maybe I can work something out one day. Maybe I can meet you somewhere or something. Because I mean, to be honest, I have tons. And I'm not shipping right now. I haven't shipped in a while. I sent somebody some. But that was a while ago, and then Gary's had the surgery, and it kind of everything slowed us down. It's the wrong time of the year too. But maybe Robbie's in Burbank. I am not near Burbank. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. But CPG is in Norwalk, and they do get them in. All you need to start with is one plant. Though, of course, if you're buying them, you'd want to get maybe 2 at least. And then once it starts, it will send off side shoots, and you can just have as many as you want. That's how they're growing theirs. You really want cuttings off of a tree collard. Yeah, if I went to my mom's, Burbank isn't that far, but we're not going right now to my mom's. Won't let me over. She's afraid I'm infected. I don't have anything, but she doesn't want any. She doesn't want to get the flu. Carly, yes, I did. I hope you do well. Okay, I'm going to step outside. You want to step outside and say goodbye? And then, well, that's the only way I can say goodbye anyways. And again, thank you, ZTEX, for the 10 memberships. Really appreciate that. And that was a lot. And the $10 super thanks. Thank you so much. In fact, I think I can reply. I don't know how. No. Okay, I can't reply. It won't let me reply. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I did. I tried to reply. It won't let me reply. Interesting. All right. My tablet's not. Maybe because I'm not on the right one. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see if we come on for New Year's. I got to keep this mic away from me, otherwise it will go staticky. I asked Gary if I was going to, what do you call that? Combust? I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why I do that. Sherry Territorial Seeds has purple tree colored plants. Okay, but she's semi close. If I got to LA, I could just leave somewhere, someplace. Yes, please do more lives. I'm trying. Darlene C, hello, Merry Christmas. Another member for a while. And of course, Par, thank you. She's a wrench. A moderator. Thank you to all my moderators. Red Base, Par, Connie Davison. I know I saw another one. Barbara C's not here right now. She's probably having a good Christmas. She better be. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anybody else I missed. But thank you, everybody, all the members. You support the channel. Thank you so much. At least 2 a month. I was going to come on with that moon. My brother called me about a week or 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't see it. The trees were blocking it. It was on an odd side of the way it was coming up, and I thought, forget it. But thank you, everybody. I'm going to step out and say goodbye, and then we can go eat. I know you've been waiting all day to eat, but I had a green drink and 2 tacos from my meat from yesterday. And Zoe coming out. So Zoe's coming out, so you can pick up Zoe. Hey, guys. It's getting dark already. Oh, but anyways, I want to thank you all very much. Say thank yous. Come here, you. Come here, you. Oh, you want to say thank you? You got toys today. You got toys. This is how I have to carry my mic. And I can't do this, or you'll be able to hear the echo through the straw. So I got to come up with something. But if I put it on me, I notice it just doesn't sound good. I don't like mics. It doesn't sound good. So but you can wear a mic.
Yeah,
I'm not going to combust, am I?
No.
That's what I asked them the other day. Oh my gosh. Anyways, thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have. What are you going to growl at? That's a hummingbird.
It's okay.
That's a hummingbird. You know what a hummingbird is. It's a little, take her. You want me to put you down? You'll have to put her down. You
I've got
know
it.
what a hummingbird is? That's not a squirrel. You only do, that's a hummingbird. Look at her face.
Yeah. It's a bird. Okay?
It's a bird. You like birds. I'm going to go behind the camera. Gary can wave you off. That's really odd. She doesn't do that. But everybody have a wonderful evening. Look how it's getting dark. The clouds are getting dark. It is dark outside. Wow. I'm going to go turn on Hallmark, go eat some turkey. I may cook carrots and I'll go see. Maybe I don't know. I'll see what else I've got. We might have potatoes left from the other day. Zoe wants to make sure they know she's here. I don't know what that's all about. Listen to them screaming. They probably can't hear them. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to pull the plug. So the mic's not plugged in at all. I don't know if they can hear them. I got a hummingbird on my head. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, listen to the coyotes. I don't know if you guys can hear the coyotes. They stopped. I heard dogs.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah, the coyotes are howling. And I heard there was a deer down there.
Anyhow, the hummingbirds are sitting in
Yeah,
orange
the hummingbirds
trees,
are sitting in the orange trees. They're
waiting
very
for us to
upset.
leave.
So I'm going to move out of the way, get my camera out of here. Something's going on. They do that. The coyotes howl at all times. Anyway, say goodbye, Zoe. Say, I'm a hummingbird lover. Everybody have a wonderful evening. They want they want turkey. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for the memberships. How do you say Zeta? I know, now we got it wrong. But thank you so much. I know the oranges, they're not ripe yet, but we got ripe ones, tangerines or mandarins on the other side. Really, coyote. But everybody almost hit something. Have a wonderful evening. We'll come back soon. Maybe we'll come back for New Year's. That'll be our anniversary coming up.
Yep.
31 years. Do you believe you had such a wonderful, wonderful 31 years, Gary?
Yeah, of course.
Bye, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. Thank you.